hold up. We'll be ranking the most autistic games ever made. And to define what the peak of autism is, if this guy is S tier, then we need to find a game that goes even further beyond.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
I'll be ranking them based on these 3 points, and a general autism factor that can't be explained in words. From a surface level, the Fnaf games aren't super autistic. It's fairly simple gameplay and nothing compared to the later games.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
But the community is something special. The lore is insane! And that's why Fnaf is getting a nice A tier. If you even want to start understanding the lore, you'll have to watch 126 episodes of game theory. That is 31 hours of straight ing.
And don't overdo it, watch your calories.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need, bitch!
Now let's go from one horror game to another. I know you're probably thinking, oh, this deserves S tier. But it's not. It's getting F by default, because there's a very big difference between autism
I hate being autistic.
Yep, I see them all that reside.
and mental illness.
Funny story about antidepressants.
Have you ever seen a Happy League player? I sure as shit haven't. It's a cortisol factory and everyone in it is overdosing, which is really similar to... It does have one of the most toxic communities on the internet.
I am racist.
Why are you racist? What made you racist, sir?
Black people.
What did they do to you, bro?
They came to Finland.
And then what happened?
There were more.
But at least this is some good old-fashioned autism. For the regular gameplay, I'd give it a D. For the community, I'd give it a B.
Should I go to Finland or no?
No.
Why? What's so bad about it?
We don't want you here.
Why? What's wrong with me?
What color is your skin?
But for the gambling, it's getting the first S tier of this video. But now, moving from one Valve game to another. TF2 is one of those games that has it all. Because of its age, people have had time to master pretty much anything. And despite its age, it still has an insanely active fanbase and a lot of content creators. And the lore. I do love when rich people send their pawns to fight useless wars. -1 point for realism and Twix. TF2 gets an almost perfect S tier, and considering it's one of the most influential games of all time, I'm happy to see the Tism is flowing everywhere. Including to Plants vs. Zombies. No one has been as betrayed as the PvZ community. It's genuinely domestic violence. The gameplay isn't autistic. But the community is. And anyone willing to put up with this constant pain is, okay, well, pretty stupid. And of course, the world is very clearly autistic, putting PvZ in a nice B tier. My summer car.
It's also known for the Yugo car, which is one of the finest pieces of communist engineering known to man.
All it says in my script is Gura. European deal. Factorio. Yeah, I'll be real. I don't know much about it. I've seen Martin Sinopants played once or twice, so let me go check out the Steam review. Oh my god! Almost everyone here has at least 1,000 hours. You can become a doctor with around 10 to 15,000 hours of work. This guy has 16,000 hours in just Factorio. For context, that is 2 entire waking years. And it's also assigned to give up medicine and double your Factorio hours. A tier. This is unfortunately another F tier. Not for the same reason as League of Legends. Of course, unless you still follow the DSM2. UltraKill is not the autism game. It's the homosexuality game. Yes, that's right. If you have played UltraKill, you like men! You like men kissing! And let's be real, my audience is just guys, there's no lesbians here, so it's great for boy kissers. Just like our Queen Germa. While speedrunning is considered fairly autistic, it's nothing compared to the rest of the video. And no, the community isn't considered autistic. Even if they're cigarettes, they're considered people now.
Listen up, men. I'll be honest, there's no hope. Our commander is a glue sniffer. I hope you don't have loved ones.
KSP is a really good game, if you have a degree in astrophysics. There are no training wheels, you just ink off, send it. You pick between your victims, astronauts, and pray they make it 2 feet off the ground. I'm an asparagus.
We are sending the first rat to the moon, boys.
There's real passion behind every ship, and real tears behind every crash. It's not like it's rocket science or anything. The gameplay and community are getting dense, especially since you need a doctorate. And the world's getting a 0 because it's kinda nothing. However, -2 points considering Katy Perry could do it and not these guys. So, B tier. There are 2 types of CitySkylines players. One of them makes genuinely beautiful cities. Their skills would put German infrastructure to shame. They create actually good cities. With a small caveat, you need a degree in engineering. Of course, that's much easier. But not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Oh, please don't make me drive 6 cuffing hours just to cross the street, I'm begging you. These kinds of players genuinely recreate USSR housing just for profit maximization. It's like living in insert city. Hey guys, we built something, it only put us in massive debt. I'm sure if these players could, they would put a whole homosexual rigmarole of bureaucracy. I'm saying this because I would, and I need your vote in the next election.
I'll make this city great again. Through hard work, I'll make your 6-hour commute 10 hours instead. Everyone says I'm the greatest. My civil engineering skills are top notch.
It's getting C tier. Next up is the sponsor of today's video. No, it's not. That's a lie. Do not send us classified documents. This is not reverse psychology. For real, I'm running out of jokes now. We cannot use them. It's sort of turbo illegal. This is an actual tweet from the Warthunder Twitter account. People are committing espionage for Warthunder in a Discord server named Thug Shaker Central. And Arma is such a realistic simulator that the news has posted its gameplay and people believed it was real military footage with enough mods.
RIP. It's Arma. Oh, god damn it!
If there was any doubt of these going in S tier, then, well, you'd be right, because this is going in super S tier, with a perfect 30 out of 30 each, plus 5 autism factor.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Alexander Hugo, aka Chop Chop Alex. You got a lot of AKAs, Alex, but I guess that makes sense, seeing how you wanted in France and Germany.
Now, for the most autistic game of all time, what the past 8 or so minutes has been building towards, something that can beat out espionage and possibly treason. If I had to sum up this game in one word, it would be insanity. For context, they had a battle in 2014. It was between these guys, and it lasted 21 real-life hours. They had over 2,000 real human beings. The battle apparently costed 11 trillion interstellar credits, which when converted into today's money costed about $450,000. There are wars fought in real life that are cheaper. Of course, the Tism can't end here, because from time to time they have tens of thousands of dollars just stolen. They also have like crazy plugins to just min-max the game and like a load of spreadsheets. And some of these guys are out here playing with 25 accounts at the same time. They have their own geopolitical system and I'm sure their own Franz Ferdinand. And just like Factorio, they have the hours. And they recently had so many players in a server at once, it literally broke the server. No, I mean like physically, the rack got fried. I'm surprised they don't have a plugin to link their putt plug whenever they take damage.
28,000 people!
Because of all this, I'm giving EVE Online a perfect 30 out of 30 with an autism factor of 10. Super S tier and the undisputed winner of this ranking. And I know, there's a few games that didn't make it onto the list for one reason or another. Most notably Dwarf Fortress, which I don't know well enough to talk about. If you disagreed with any of my rankings, or there were any games you really think should have made it on the list, show me your autism down in the comments. And from one artist to another, I know you enjoyed. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.